Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how I do a water change on the fry tank without sucking any of them out. I'm going to be using this vacuum here. As you can see, it's handmade with an acrylic tube with an aluminum tube going into it. But here's the trick. I'm going to put this piece of coarse foam inside of it, so that if anything does get sucked up, I could kink the hose and kind of make it come out. So I'm going to put it in, I don't know, maybe about 3 inches. Let's see. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. Let me see. That's if I could do it. Hard to do it on film. Alright, I'd say that's far enough. As you can see, it's like maybe 3.5 inches. Now I'll connect the hose to the other end like so. Like this. Make sure it's on good. Now I'll put it in the tank. Now for the most part, when I put this in here, the fry are afraid and they usually go away from it. Now I got to go on the other end and start a suction, so I'll be right back. Alright, yeah, I can see I sucked up the rocks already a little bit. And how they got past my foam thing, I don't know. Anyway, hold on a second. That I don't like. Let me kink the hose. For some reason the piece of foam tilted sideways. It always does that when I start it up sometimes. So, what you won't do for your fish. Alright, now I gotta straighten it back out. It was gonna be the fun part. Should actually have something a little softer. This thing's sticking through it. I think that'll do. Yeah, it went up a little bit higher, which is okay. Alright, good enough. It went up about maybe 6 inches, which doesn't really matter. Alright, let's start. Now, of course I'm looking to watch there's no fry in the way, and I try to make more noise than normal to scare them out of the way. I don't see anything. If I do suck one up, I'll see it get stuck to the piece of foam. I only do this once a week. The last batch I had a fry back in January had a lot of deformities, and I was doing these water changes literally every other day like everyone says. But I'm checking the nitrates in this water, and once a week it's like almost zero. It's barely noticeable, so I guess I was doing them for nothing. And this is a bigger tank too. It doesn't get as dirty as the 20 did. But live and learn, I guess. But this is working good. They look much healthier. So, man, the algae's growing on the bottom. Only because I think I have these lights on, let's see, from 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. So what is that, 14 hours? I don't see any fry near it. There's a couple that are being stubborn. And what I'll do, once I get about halfway, I'll go to the opposite end of the tank because they're all gathered over there. And if I keep going like from this halfway point, and if I keep going like I am, then they congregate on the other side, and then there's so many of them I have way more chance of sucking them up. So I'll kind of kink the hose and then just go to the other side and scare them to my side. That way there's way less of them there, and I'm about to do that right now, so I'm going to go in the way here. So let me see. Let me get out. Let's see if they move. Scare them out of the way. And it's working. Alright. So I scared them all out of the way. There's a couple here. What are you, a stupid one? You want to get sucked up? Where is he? And also, if I see one close, I'll leave the thing in the rocks, the gravel rather. That way it can't suck anything up. And so far this has been working for me. I'd rather have the gravel in the tank, it keeps it clean, than a bare bottom tank. Yeah, this is working good. I see a lot of stuff coming out of the rocks. Still have some gravel stuck to the piece of foam, which is out. You see now they're starting to come by me, so I'm just going to scare them a little bit. Make more noise. Oh, that plant root got big. I can't get over how much algae grows in a week. I guess it's not that bad. But the funniest thing, as the goldfish get bigger, they eat a lot more and you don't notice it. A lot more algae, that is. You'd be surprised. You would think there's probably like 100 fry in here, I would say, maybe. You would think you'd be sucking them up left and right. Nah, they're afraid of me going in here, so they stay away, which is awesome. I wouldn't want to. I can't imagine sucking them up all the time. It would suck. It would literally suck. Alright, that looks good, but over here I want to get it a little bit turned up. I didn't really get it that good. Well, I did, but looks like there's still algae showing. That's good enough. Now here's the trick. Now I'm going to clean the glass, but to do that I want to get this, kind of put it in the gravel like this so the fish can't get sucked up. I have to do it a couple times till it gets full, as you can see. Now there's no way for them to get sucked up because it's solidly packed with gravel over here if you look at it. So that's good. Let me get it in a little better. I don't trust it. That's good. Now, I'll use this coarse foam with like that green scrungy stuff on it. You use to wash your dishes, to clean the glass. I want to get low over here, and in the side I see algae like below the trim. I like to get that all out, so let's see if I could do it. Going in. Yeah, I'm getting it now. Water's probably going to get brown. Yeah, you'd be surprised, algae grows everywhere. And I just scrub everything real lightly. I mean, I could really leave it on the back, but these fish look like they're doing so good healthy-wise. I'm not going to worry about leaving algae for them to eat because there's a lot that grows on the gravel. Alright, let's see. Now if I could get behind here, the intake, I'd like to get everything if I could. That's tight. There we go. Oh, these plants, the only thing I don't like, they're always in the way. Can't imagine people with planted tanks doing this. You probably always hit your plants. Alright, that's good enough. Let's get this other side here. Alright guys, stop congregating in the corner. Alright. I actually get the sponge part here, and every week I'll put it in the corner like this and press and go get the silicone so that the silicone doesn't grow algae on it. Because if you let it grow algae on the silicone, I noticed some tanks that I didn't do that with over the years, the algae will go to the edge of the silicone and actually, I guess it's so microscopic, it'll start growing like on the edge and under the edge of the silicone, and the silicone will start peeling off. And once it starts doing that, it just grows all the way under it. So I like to, like I said, once a week rub the silicone in the corner down with some of this soft sponge. It gets everything off of it. Alright, I'm just about done. I just gotta hit the back. I always hate doing the sides. Your arm won't bend enough. Alright, let's get the back now. That's it. Now, just gotta wait for it to siphon and suck all the water. I'll go to about maybe this deep, but I'm not gonna bore you guys. I'll stop the camera and come back when I'm filling it back up. So now it's just a waiting game. I wish it could go faster, but it can't because it's backed up with all that gravel in there. It's kind of slowing it down. Plus the sponge I put in there has got a lot of gook in it, so it's packed and slow. There's nothing you could do. This is the only way to do it, or else you'll suck them up. So, like I said, I'll come back and show you how I fill the thing. Alright guys, I'm back. And I think that's about enough water taken out, so I'm going to take that out of there. Let me get it. Kink the hose. Let the gravel come out. Whatever else is in there. Alright. Now, I want to clean my pre-filter. That's what I want to do. So what I'm going to do, I use this stainless steel dog dish and a cup. Get some water out. Make sure there's no fry in it. 2 of them should be good. Let me see, any fry? Nope. Alright. So for now, let's see if I can get it off. The only part that's stupid, I don't have nowhere to put this right now. I'll have to put it on the 125 that's next to me. Let me see. There you go. So I'll just rinse it in some water by squeezing it out. Ain't even that dirty, really. do it every week. Figure to keep the foam that's in the big filter back there a little cleaner. And now it's coming out. It's like, well, I'm feeding them the brine shrimp, so it's probably all caught in here, all microscopic, and I can't see it. That's good. The water's like brine. Alright. Let me put this over here so I don't trip on it. Put this other thing in there. And hook her back on. Good enough. My towel will wipe my hands off. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys what I do. First, I'm going to measure the temperature of the water with my digital thermometer. 74.3. 74.3. Okay. This is what I do. I fill one of these plastic water bottles with 3/4 filled with water. Let me just put my lid down so I can show you. And I use this Chem Safe stuff, the chlorinator. And this is what, 1/8 teaspoon. Plenty for this tank. It's probably double as much as I need. Put it in there in the water bottle. Get rid of this stuff. Smells like a fart. So I'll put it on the floor. Now, I'll just give it a shake so it mixes good. And that's it. And scatter it around in the tank. Like so. Good. Now, here's what I do. I'll show you guys something. This I'll hook into the end of the hose. It's handmade. I believe I got it from like some kind of like an apple juice or something. It's like a plastic container. I cut the thin part off and left it wide. And I put a hole in the bottom to let the water drain out, so that when I'm in the tank and I pull it out, I could tilt it and it'll get all the water out, so I don't have to have a full cup of water, or 2 cups, whatever it is. Then I cut a piece of copper pipe. I'd say it's about 18 inches long, 1/2 inch. Drilled a couple holes in the plastic and used copper and twisted it so it holds it in place. What this does is when I hook the hose on the end here, instead of jetting the water in there and disrupting the whole thing, it'll shoot into the cup and not like make the rocks get all messed up or nothing and the fish blowing around the rail lot. So kind of doesn't have any turbulence in the water, so it's good. You guys should have something like this. I could literally, I'll show you when I do it. I won't bore you right now. I'll get it set up, then I'll come back and turn the camera back on. But I'll put it in there and you'll see me going back and forth a few times with the temperature gun, because I'll set this in the sink with the hose connected and stuff. But when I shut it off, I'm using ball valves. Sometimes when I turn it back on, the temperature goes up or down, so I have to regulate it slightly. Alright guys, I got it set up. I adjusted the temperature, but like I said, I'm probably going to have to go back and forth to adjust it and fine tune it. It seemed about right, maybe slightly warmer. So, see what the heck happens here. Alright, time to hit it. Let me see what it is. Yeah, it's hotter. Oh wait, maybe not. It's actually colder. Dang it. Oh no, it's perfect. It's fluctuating. That's good. Screw it. Alright. Now, I'm using my hot and cold that go into my faucet. I cut the copper 1/2-inch pipes and put 2 ball valves in there, like this on the hot and cold, with a U going to 1 ball valve. So I open up the 1 ball valve, then I adjust hot and cold. This is filling up. You can see this is real time. And it's not even on full blast because I got the fry. I didn't want to fill it up that fast. Let me get this on the top. I like it at the top. And yeah, I could fill up like 40-gallon tank in, like you'll see, in no time. Comes in handy when you're filling up the big 125s. I timed it once. I could fill my 125 up from about this deep to the top. So it's probably like over 100 gallons in like 4 minutes flat on full blast. And that's with the temperature regulated, so it's quick. If I was filling this up connected to the faucet like everyone else does, it would have literally been only this high, like this, if you're lucky right now. It's so slow. But that's what I do. It's a pain. They're getting bigger. They're eating good. And I gotta decide when to put them in the 125. I may put the fish that are in the 125 out in the pond. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But that did fill up quick. Now I gotta watch because it's going so fast. By the time I go from where I am by you guys, by the camera, when I see it go up, you gotta run to shut it off because it's filling up so quick. I just wish I could see. I like to keep it to the top of the filter so the water comes out straight rather than down and flings the fish all over. But it looks like right about now, so let me get ready. Yeah, that's good. Let me run. Woo. Let's see what happened here. Oh man, that's high. It's actually touching the lid on the bottom, so it is a little high. So I'll take some of the water out. Now, this is what I did last time when I pulled this out like this to get it out. I didn't notice, I didn't look in here. I had one of the fries in the cup. Not knowing, I took it out to the sink, and I usually clean this stuff out with alcohol in between tanks so there's no contamination, and I killed one of them. And that's the only one that died on me. Figures, and I killed him myself. Let me get this off. Yeah, I gotta definitely take a little bit of water out. It's touching the top of the lid. Let me go bring this by the sink. Then we'll do that. Alright. Let me see if I could get it with this. It's kind of high. Holy crap. Oh wow. Too high for my liking. Let me see what that did. Let me go dump it. Maybe one more. Any fry in it? Nope. That seems good. Well, that's what I do for the fry tank, to do a water change. Like I said, once a week. It's not too bad. Look, I got my roots not growing, but let me see. Hanging in the air. Go down. Oh, it's stuck. For some reason it's floating. I don't know why. But yeah, that's what I do every week. Like I said, I used to do it every other day. Overkill, and for some reason, maybe it's had something to do with the fry getting deformed. Who knows? Or it's just pot luck on that. But these fry look much healthier, so I'm not complaining this time around. That's it, guys. That's the full water change. Now I'll let it sit for a little bit and I'll feed them probably in like 20 minutes. Actually, they'll probably eat right now. But that's what I do for fry tanks. Didn't suck up one of them either. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.